Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news. The pressure is on China to revive its fast-slowing momentum. Over the weekend, China said it attracted virtually no more foreign direct investment in the year to May than in the year to April, in an outcome that will probably alarm Beijing privately. That puts the May foreign direct investment level 28% lower than the year ago level, in a trajectory that is as tough for them as it was in the depths of the GFC. And it isn't much better at home for investment. During the first 6 months of this year, the total value of mainland China's IPOs has plummeted 84% for the year to just on 33 billion yuan. That's just 7 billion New Zealand dollars. While only 44 companies went public, down 75%. In any other market, this will be called a crash. It is no surprise then that the Chinese yuan is weakening, especially against the US dollar. And the early versions of the Japanese PMIs reported gains in their factory sector to a modest expansion, but a fall back in their services sector to a tiny and surprise contraction. Meanwhile, Japanese CPI inflation rose in May to 2.8%, up from 2.5% in April, but food inflation was up to 4.1%. In India, their early PMIs rose faster and expanding in both sectors. And the monsoon has arrived in India, taking some pressure off its heat and water stress, although not yet in parched northern India. In the US, the first of their June PMIs are in, the internationally benchmarked versions. Their factory sector PMI rose, but still at a modest expansion, but it was a 3-month high, and their services sector PMI rose to a good expansion and a 2-year high. Both were on the back of rising new orders. Making this a bit more impressive is that cost inflation was much lower in both sectors, and business confidence in the immediate future, that's the next 1 year, rose. They also report that for the first time in 3 months, companies plan to expand their workforce there. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.26% and unchanged from this time Saturday. And the price of gold will start today unchanged as well, at $2,320 an ounce. And oil prices are unchanged at $80.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is still just on $84.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today unchanged from Saturday too, at 61.2 US cents. Against the Aussie, they were marginally firmer at 92.2 Australian cents, and against the euro, also marginally firmer at 57.3 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today little changed at 70.9. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.